Those of you who got useless college degrees, how's it going? Went and got BFA in acting. It has only helped me act like I enjoy my job. A close friend got a degree in music, and I made endless fun of her for it. Now she's making more than I ever will at a bank. I will forever eat my words for that. My sociology degree helped me get a job that required a 4-year degree. The job has nothing to do with sociology, but I was hired as an assistant manager, and now 5 years later, I'm the head manager and have free housing. I have a degree in creative writing. Everyone except my parents, woman shrugging medium light skin tone, told me this was a bad idea. They were wrong. After college, I moved to a major tech hub and wrote marketing copy for a decade. I found that those interviewing me were impressed by my degree and were enthusiastic to hire someone to just write words. After the company I was working for was acquired by a bigger company, I decided to take the money and take some time off. I just published my first novel. I'd say my useless degree has worked out pretty well. I was an English major, and now I'm a reading interventionist at the best elementary school in our district. I'm making great money, doing something I love, and genuinely helping kids develop a life skill they will need to be successful. English Lit major, getting called to the bar next year. In college, I was briefly a comparative literature major. My dad lost his mind and went on big rants about how useless that degree was, and I gave in and changed it. As a middle-aged adult, I work in translation and localization, and many of the higher-level jobs I'd like to move into require a comparative literature degree, which I now don't have. Fuck me, I guess. I wish my parents had known me well enough to trust that when I said I know what I like doing and where I want to go, I meant it. Psychology major here. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Gonna get a mindless, low-stress job when the kids go to school. I have a history degree, and while it's not super marketable, it's made me great at trivia nights. Honestly, it's not the degree, but the connections I made that helped me. I got a degree in anthropology. I was a librarian for 20 years. It was my dream job. Now I'm disabled and hope to one day go back to school for another useless degree. History. I've worked in video games production for 18 years. It's going great. Helped me learn critical thinking, critical reading, causality, and writing. Great. Got a degree in English literature and another in math. Turns out that writing and logic come in very handy in most white-collar careers. I don't really use my degree, but it definitely gave me an edge in the industry I'm in now. I'm not rich, but I work from home, it's flexible, and I have enough to pay my bills and put some away for savings. Overall, I can't complain. I don't think I'd be the person I am if I never went to college. Kind of surviving, not gonna lie. My degree is like my plants. Barely thriving, but we keep trying to make it work. Good. My degree would only have been useful if I went into academia, which I never will. However, I'm in a good spot now, so all's well that ends well. I got a bachelor in musicology, but realized I would rather have music as a side hobby while working at a cushy job. Got accepted into a digital arts master's program, which I assumed would, in itself, be pretty much useless to land a job. So I taught myself actual programming on the side while working towards getting my master's. My plan somehow worked just as expected. Having a master's degree made my profile much more attractive to recruiters and gave me much needed visibility. Managed to land a job as a software developer, and I'm doing okay. Was a history major, now I'm a financial analyst. Honestly, the degree has helped hone lots of my soft skills. Critical thinking, reading comprehension, clarity in my writing. The most important skill I use from my history degree, however, is the ability to clearly articulate an idea to a client. Business management. Now I'm a land surveyor. Degree in history, minor in math combinatorics, and minor in social psychology. Currently working in tech sales and make mid 6x figures. Am doing just fine, thank you. My advice, take courses you enjoy and that help you learn. Carry that growth mindset forward. There is nothing worse than spending time, energy, and resources on a useful degree only to find you hate the job once you start. There is money to be made no matter what you pursue. Also, with Gen AI, supposedly useless degrees like communications, history, English, philosophy, psychology, etc. are all becoming more important and necessary than pure STEM/computer science pursuits. Worked in a useless job after for 2 years. Now getting another degree that can actually get me a career. I got so much shit for getting a psych degree from people online and classmates who said I was just getting an easy degree. I have a pretty good job working operations at a tech company. I also have great mental health. Thumbs up. Geography degree. Ended up working for an airline, where you'd think it might be maybe useful, but not really. It's plenty of colleagues with no degree who did just as well. Good career though. Was able to retire with pension at 52. Aside from volunteer gigs, haven't worked since. Got a computer science bachelor degree. Took 3 years to get a job in computer science, and even then it wasn't because of the degree. It was because I went in as a warehouse worker, and the boss was like, how the hell is someone as smart as you working in a warehouse? Let me move you to the software developer team. But since they saw I was working at $12 per hour, and probably figured out I was desperate, the software team gave me a very, very low salary. After 3 years, I quit and began to look for a job that pays better, aiming for like $80K. Haven't found a job since I quit in November. Smiley face. Got a degree in history. Was all set and ready to go into my master's/credential program. Then COVID hit. I was offered a full-time position at my part-time job, and I took it since COVID was doing a number. I ended up really enjoying that job more than I expected and stuck with it. Now it's a career, and my opportunities are out there for me to exploit. So, I got the useless degree, but then promptly did not use it. Double useless on my part. Kinda sad that anything that isn't a hard STEM degree is considered useless. STEM is great for STEM, but I think right now we're seeing what happens when like 97% of the world's wealth and power is in the hands of people with great technical skills and absolutely no critical thinking skills and no understanding of human nature. I got a degree in art history and ended up working in a completely different field. It was a bit of a winding road, but I'm happy with where I am now. The degree taught me to think critically and appreciate different perspectives, which has been valuable in unexpected ways. Sociology. Work as a production manager in heavy manufacturing. I make $175+ while hourly non-degree make at least $80K. My degree has helped me in no way other than on my resume. Majored in cinema. Just moved to Atlanta looking for film jobs. Been looking for a month and nothing, but not giving up cross fingers light skin tone. My best friend got an English degree, got a master's in publishing, and now makes a comfortable living working for the communications department of a big civil engineering company. Her partner got another liberal arts degree. I don't remember what specifically, but he went back to school for his master's and now works as an occupational therapist for autistic children. Pretty well. Got a BArts in acting. I tried acting for a few years and eventually moved over full-time into writing. I've worked in TV and theatrical writing, and now work full-time writing for mobile game narrative. I'm aware that my career might continue to evolve, but 2 things on my degree taught me that always serve me well are 1, I can be outgoing with people when I need to be, and 2, I'm fundamentally good at communications. I have a BA in media studies, which is largely useless. Luckily, I also have an MBA in accounting, which is also largely useless for my actual job. Amazing! My women's studies degree is now a 6-figure job with 4 weeks of vacation and paid travel to beautiful places winking face. MA in English Lit. I sell restaurant supplies and couldn't be happier. I got a degree in communications, which some people tease me for. Now I've worked remotely in digital marketing for years now, and the pay is good enough that I don't really live paycheck to paycheck unless I really splurge on myself. 40 years old with a BA in sociology, and I'm happily employed at a school. Bought a nice house in a nice neighborhood. I'm good. I got a useful one. It's not going great. Anthropology here. I've been doing 14 years of intensive field work at Starbucks. Philosophy. I'm a data engineer. Paid well. I'm on Reddit. It can't be going that great.